What's up, guys? It's Jaelen here, and welcome to the 360 Podcast, Episode 3. This time we have myself, Derek, and Mandel. So Apple gave it 24/7 and the productive one. Wilbur is not here. I'm assuming he's probably just late, so he may be joining us later. He may not be. But I don't think anybody is really dying to hear their weekly Wilbur. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we have three things to talk about, and one of those is like normal currently playing. So, what are you guys currently playing?
What? Oh.
Don't everybody talk at once now.
You talking about video games, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I've been playing the Forza Horizon demo a lot because it's pretty cool. It's really cool if you have the steering wheel. It's really realistic, and yeah.
So, the thing with Forza games, I never understood, like, how much does it improve or, like, differ from the past game? Like,
well, in Forza Horizon, if you don't know about all-wheel drive cars, it's basically you getting like every wheel has it's like connected to the engine, I guess. I don't know, but
so like in the game you can control your all-wheel drive, like.
Well, it's like more realistic. Like it's more like grip. Like it feels more like an all-wheel drive car, unlike the previous games. I have Forza 4. It's more realistic to me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, have you been playing anything else, or is that mainly it?
Well, I got Skate 3 and Modern Warfare 3. Those are the only two games I've been playing a lot.
Gotcha. So, Derek, what are you been currently playing?
I've been currently playing the good old classic Halo 3 because Halo 4 is just about to come out, and I don't want to suck completely when it comes out. So, I've been brushing up on my skills on Halo 3.
All right. I think I'm playing mainly the same things I was playing last week, which is Modern Warfare 3 and 2K13. But yeah, I believe that's pretty much it. Any apps you guys have been hooked on?
Oh, I got well, True Skate.
Yes.
For the iPhone and iPad and iPod Touch. It's a pretty realistic game. Also, it costs $2, but if your phone is jailbroken, you can get it for free. And I've been playing Bad Piggies too. You also get that for free.
I'm pretty much hooked on the same two apps from I think last week, which is True Skate and Jetpack Joyride.
Oh yeah, and Crazy Taxi too. Get that for free.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess let's just move straight into the Apple event thoughts. So was it Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Apple had their event out in Cali, and they unveiled a lot of new stuff.
A lot
of really good stuff. So I'll just ask you guys first, what was your favorite product that was announced or that was updated?
Okay, I guess I'll go first. My favorite was the iPad mini. The only thing I have like a concern about it is that the price tag is a little bit too high for me. I think it should have been around $299. So what, $330? You'll save an extra $30.
Yeah.
You could use that $30 to like download apps or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, I may consider getting it if I had money.
Yeah. All right. So Derek, what was your favorite?
My favorite announcement of the whole thing was the iMac. I mean, I didn't expect the iMac to come out at that time. I expected it to come out like in January, but when they showed off that new iMac, that was awesome. I like a lot of people are saying now that Apple events are getting less like fun to watch because everything's been leaked. But the iMac didn't get leaked too much. So it was like a
Oh
big
yeah,
surprise to see that come. So out of everything that was announced, definitely the iMac was the favorite for me.
yeah. I think between that and the iPad Mini, it's hard for me to choose because I mean the iPad Mini, it's the iPad Mini, and then the iMac, nobody saw that one coming.
That
So
was awesome.
yeah, it was nice to have a change in pace rather than the same old. Well, we know that was coming. We know that was coming. That just came straight out of the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. It's pretty
Um,
nice.
so does anybody plan on getting a new Mac after these announcements?
I'm planning to sell my iMac in February around my birthday. I just want something new because this iMac I have now is about maybe 3, 4 years old. I think it's time for an upgrade. So depending on what Apple has out, I might buy whatever's in the pipeline. But
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, go ahead.
well, I wasn't considering buying a Mac. I was actually going to get a PC for now till I get a lot of money,
Yeah,
and so I can get a 27-inch iMac. So for right now, I'm sticking to PC.
I got you. I got you. Um, I don't really have any serious intentions of updating to the new Macs. I mean, it'd be nice, but I really don't have any ambitions to do that. Um, so yeah, what do you guys think about the Mac Mini? Do you think that it deserved more updates, or I mean, more improvements, or you
it
think
needs
it
a
was
new
fine?
design. It needs a new design.
New design.
Um, well, I would consider getting a Mac Mini because it is pretty powerful. But yeah,
Um, I mean, I guess it was just all like kind of standard improvements, nothing
it's more
out of the
hardware.
ordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it is the Mac Mini. It's the base Mac.
Did you guys see like in the keynote, like whoever's presenting it was like rushing through the Mac Mini, like they didn't even care
Oh
about
yeah,
it anymore. They were like booking through that.
that was. I think they literally went through it within like under 2 minutes.
Yeah. That's like, oh, you can get this, this, and this now. It's like, what?
Now announcing the newer Mac Mini. Okay, let's talk about the iMac.
But one thing I don't like is that the Mac Mini still has Intel graphics.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
and
that is true.
it needs to. I was
Step
surprised
up
that
a bit.
the Retina MacBook Pro, the 13-inch, has Intel graphics in it. I mean, that's a surprise.
Yeah, I'm
Speaking of
not.
that,
I'm not a big fan of the Retina MacBook Pros.
Yeah.
what do you guys think about the price point on the 13-inch Retina? Do you think that it's overpriced? I mean, they all are. If you think about it, they all are kind of overpriced. But for what it is, do you think that it's a good price? Because I personally thought that I was like, wow, that's actually I thought it was a pretty good price. But
I mean, you're paying like $200 for the Retina display. That's pretty much it. Because
For
if
me,
you like up the specs on a regular MacBook Pro, it'll be around what 1400, somewhere around there.
yeah.
So I don't think it's too bad, but I just don't see myself getting one.
To me, I think the price point's good, but I think they need to have an option for it, like if you buy it online, to include like better graphics because, like, I wouldn't want to pay that much money for just Intel graphics. If I'm gonna pay that much money, I would just buy the 15-inch Retina with the dedicated graphics. But I don't know if you're in the market for a 13-inch laptop and you want the Retina display, I guess people will buy for it. But I know it's hard to say right now.
yeah, is that is out right now, right? It's already shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Um, is there a reason? Like, do you guys know why they're waiting to release the 27-inch iMac? Is it just production reasons,
They,
or?
the panel, yeah, it's mainly production. Like the panels themselves, like are already assembled, but to put that together, laminate it, and just make sure it works all together. I mean, if you guys remember when the first 27-inch models came out, they came all cracked and the screen didn't work. So
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I think I think they're gonna take their time of releasing this one, so they make sure the panels work and everything's working properly.
Especially like heat issues too.
Yeah,
They said we ain't fucking up this time.
Because it is pretty thin.
That's
Need to make sure it
really
can
true.
vent.
yeah.
That kind of moves on to the next thing. Since it's so thin, there's no optical drive. So, do you think that was a good move, bad move,
I
I mean,
mean,
oh,
okay
you can
move?
go.
you can go, man. You can
No,
go.
I've been going first. You can go now.
All right.
How
Well,
cute.
I guess like I only heard one person complain about there's no optical drive, and this has come from the same person that watches movies on their computer. I mean, get a Netflix account already and start watching movies on your TV. But anyway, like I see it's like a good move because we're moving away from that. Like more software is starting to come on the App Store, and then you can download a lot of software if you pay for it. So I think it was just a good. I think it was just a eventual step forward. I think it was a pretty good move, but you can still buy the USB one. I think for another couple. I think for an upgrade for like $40, you can get the USB drive. So you're technically not losing it.
Yeah. Um, I mean,
Well,
yeah, you can go. You can go.
um, I think it's a great move because I really never use my optical drive on my computer. I use flash or a SD card or whatever. If you wanted to use, if you need to use optical drive, you can still use like Air Drive or whatever it's called. Like you can use another computer and
Hmm.
just do it over the network. So I think it's a great move.
I personally think that the only people, for the most part, that really have a need for like for DVDs or whatever, are people that are doing like serious video work. And if they are doing serious video work, they can probably afford the $40 USB drive. So that's just
Yeah,
how I look at it.
that's the way I look at it too.
Yeah.
So, moving on from that, let's go into the iPad part since we pretty much covered all the Mac stuff. So the fourth generation slash 3.5 generation iPad. Um, did anybody see this coming?
No.
Yeah.
I just like the fact that if you bought the old third generation in like 30 days or whatever, they'll exchange it for you for free.
Yeah, that is nice.
You know,
Besides the
I would
fact
be
that like
mad.
if you bought it within like 32 days, you're like, oh, sorry, we can't help you.
I
Oh
want to
yeah, but
Photoshop my receipt for my third generation and say I bought this 30 days ago. Can I have the new one?
um, do you think like if you did buy it like 32, 35 days ago, do you think they would still be like, all right, we'll hear you out?
Like I know from experience from going to get exchanges on Apple retail, it depends on the person you talk to and
Yeah.
what mood they're in. Because I talk to people like I had a warranty like maybe a week out of date, and they still give me replacements for free. But it depends. It all depends on what connections you have and how happy your store is at the time.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, so as far as the updates went to the full size iPad, um, are you guys like
I mean,
satisfied, or do you think there should have been more? Or
Well, I don't understand why they upgraded it now in the first place. I mean,
that's I fully agree with that. I don't understand
like
why
yeah,
they
I
did
don't
that now.
understand the point. I mean, okay, so like in March, am I gonna get a fifth generation iPad or an
Yeah,
iPad like 4.5? I mean, because now I don't mind having the third generation iPad, but now that the fourth generation, so it's like, damn, really?
yeah. I think they should have waited. Big.
eager ass niggas.
They should just get rid of the X and make it A7, so it's quad core graphics and the overall processor. So
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think it was pretty stupid right now.
So that's the kind of big head scratcher is once March comes around, are they still doing an iPad event or do they wait till October now or
I think it's safe to say right now you're probably gonna wait until October.
yeah. Um what was I gonna say? Damn it. Alright, whatever. But iPad mini that's what I was gonna say. Um while I was watching the event and they were announcing the fourth generation iPad, when they first got into the iPad category, they're like, we have something new to show you. I was like, oh, here we go. Here comes the mini. We've made minor updates to the fourth generation iPad. It's like, wait a minute. You didn't get us all here just to show us this bullshit, right? Like, there is something else coming. But, yeah, I was pretty happy to see that they moved that out the way and moved into the mini. So, was anybody in their right mind surprised to see the mini?
Mm,
No.
nah, not really.
I mean,
Yes, I mean,
I was more excited to see the design of it than the actual name of the product. So the design kind
yeah.
of surprised me, but the name, it's like, oh, okay.
I think the name is perfect. I mean, I don't really know what else they would call it.
The iPad Nano.
Yeah, they could have called it that too.
Wait, going back to the iPad real quick, I think they probably updated it because of like competition reasons and stuff, like
The
with
full
other
size iPad.
tablets, just to
Yep.
like say ours is faster than the other one or whatever.
I mean, maybe I don't really know what Apple does on the innards.
Yeah, I work for Apple, so
Does he really?
no.
Oh. I was like, that would be awesome.
You probably wouldn't be talking to us if that was the case. But yeah, so the mini specs wise, you think is good. I mean, it's kind of like a smaller version of the iPad 2. So, I mean, you think that's good, bad?
I mean, I think it's pretty good.
I
Just
think it's good for what they wanted to do. I mean, they want it to be smaller, but they don't want to cannibalize the Retina display. I mean, if you look at it, this iPad Mini is mainly geared toward books, because there's a lot of talk about iBooks and how you can download books and how textbooks are starting to become the norm on the iPad. So I think what they're trying to do, the older resolution and the iPad 2 hardware is going to be fine.
Okay, but what? Wait, what? When are we gonna get like an update to the Thunderbolt display?
Oh, I don't know. Probably
Like the
like,
iMac,
Good
the
question.
iMac is thinner than the Thunderbolt display.
probably like I would say like June, May.
That is kind of weird though.
So, wait, getting off topic for the Thunderbolt display. Do you guys think that once they do update it, do you think they're going to do something like completely different, or is it just going to be like a minor update? Like it's thinner now, and
Yeah,
that's
I'm
it.
pretty sure it's gonna be minor, just thinner,
Or do you think
maybe
they'll
higher
go
resolution.
like all out, make it like Retina or
No, you
like
won't. You won't
touch
see.
panel?
You won't see.
That resolution would be too insane. 10,000 by a million.
But yeah, anyway, moving back to the iPad Mini. So who do you like? Who do you guys think is gonna be the like primary market for the Mini? Is it just people that want a tablet but don't want to spend the $500 for a full iPad, or
I,
people that just want it for like books or?
I think it's the people that are they already have an iPhone or an iPod Touch, but they want to get in on the iPad, but they don't want to like have the latest and greatest, but they don't want the iPad too. So I think it's gonna be more towards like the lower end. I think this is gonna mainly geared towards schools and like the people like that. But I think like the average person, if they look at the iPad Mini, I think they're gonna pick it over the bigger size iPad. I think the bigger size iPad is gonna be like if you want something bigger than what you have now, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or like brand new tablet buyers that never considered a tablet before.
Yeah, I'm saying
Um,
the same thing.
Do you think this holiday season, actually, kind of in that same question, what age group? Like, do you see like little kids getting on this? Because most parents, again, most parents, I would imagine, aren't going to buy their kids like 10-year-olds full size iPads. But like
Yeah,
now that
yeah.
I see more of the iPod
Mini.
Touch.
I was talking to a teacher the other day, and she was gonna buy her kids a Kindle Fire for Christmas because they like to watch like YouTube and like videos on it. And I said the Kindle Fire would be just fine. So I think it's gonna be towards like that, like
Yeah,
like the little kids like up to like 10 years old, and then like once you get into 12, 13, you're gonna be looking towards the bigger iPad. But either way,
yeah. So I think it's, I mean, obviously it's not only for like 10-year-olds, but I think it'd be really good for that age group. So do you guys think this is gonna? I was gonna say record-breaking sales, but at the same time, it's the first time it's selling. So do you think it's gonna sell really well this holiday season?
yeah, I looked online this morning. The wait times for the 16 gig are already 2 weeks out shipping, so you have to wait 2 weeks to get one. So
Damn.
they're selling.
Yeah, I'm
So
pretty
does
sure they're gonna sell pretty good because it has the Apple logo on it.
um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, any of you guys plan on buying one?
Maybe, probably. I don't know.
The same here. It's a big.
I ordered mine this morning.
You ordered yours this morning?
Yeah, I ordered mine this morning.
Wait, you do have an iPad, right? This is correct.
Yeah, I have the iPad right next to me. Yeah.
And so you ordered the smaller one.
Yep.
YOLO.
That's exactly what I said too. I'm like, YOLO, I'm gonna do it.
Oh my gosh. This whole conversation, it just made me pity being a human. It's like, we are so sad now. Like, we have to buy smaller versions of what we already have.
Well, it was really funny because I was saying on Twitter that it wouldn't cost me any real money because Apple refunded me for an iMac repair and an Apple gift card that was like $400. So I have this $400 gift card with an Apple logo on it. I say, what the hell am I gonna buy with this $400 gift card?
I didn't know it was Apple credit.
Yeah,
you get it for free.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, screw it. I'm buying an iPad mini. And I still have $100 left over for whatever else I want because I already bought the 16 gig.
Now, if I were you and I was in the same exact scenario, I would have like copped the Apple gift card for like $300 on like Craigslist or something.
Yeah.
And then just kept the current iPad. But anyway.
So it didn't cost me actual money. It was just Apple credit.
So, did you get it in black or white or silver?
I got mine in black because I'm just a big fan of the slate design because as I said in my iPhone 5 videos, like if you look at the slate back, it kind of looks like a blue color, and blue is my favorite color. So I'm sticking with slate for now. I was debating on getting the white, but then I just wanted something different. And after a while, like I had the white iPhone and the white iPad, and I just got tired of it after a while. So I'm going with black just to stay on the safe side.
Gotcha. So is that all we should talk about on the Apple event, or anything else you guys want to bring up?
There's that new iBooks that has like the really fast scrolling thing.
Oh yeah.
But I downloaded the new iBooks. It was the update, and I still haven't figured out how to get to work yet.
The thing is about iBooks, I just don't ever use it. Like when I read on my Kindle. Like,
yeah, that's the thing too. Like I have like the one thing I use iBooks for is PDFs because like if I'm at school and somebody needs to send me like a worksheet, I can just load it up on iBooks and look at it. Like
yeah.
But that's the only reason I use it. If I want to read, I can either use the Kindle app or the iBook store.
But yeah, like I would never ever buy anything off the iBook store just because I wouldn't read something on my phone or my computer or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, what's up with iPod Classic?
I think they're just gonna not touch iPod Classic ever again. Like they're just gonna be like, all right, we're just kind of done with that. If you still want to buy it, it's there. But
I mean, I think they're gonna keep that until they can put like 256 gigabytes in an iPod Touch. But you're gonna be waiting for a while.
You could be here for a really long time.
Imagine that price.
256 gigabyte.
$700.
It would probably weigh as much as like a Mac Pro.
Gotta get that flash in there.
So yeah, speaking of Mac Pro, when are we gonna see like a 48 core Mac Pro?
I think that maybe around the time that they update the cinema display, that'll be in the same event as the Mac Pro, maybe.
I don't think that's gonna get announced in an event. I think it's gonna be like
a silent one.
A silent.
Like, here you go, right here. That's it.
Yeah. I think I heard something the other day that a Mac Pro was coming. A Mac Pro was coming in the first half of 2013. So not that long. So not that far from now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on how major of an update it is. If it's like just a minor one,
they're probably just gonna add cores to it. Like it's probably gonna be like 24 or 32.
Yeah, in that case, there will definitely be no event.
Same design after all these years.
I can already tell you right now, if that is the case, which I think there's a 90% chance that is going to be the case, people are going to be so upset. Like, I've been waiting all these years for this bullshit.
We didn't have the same design for like over 6 years, like since the G5.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really know exactly what people expect. Do they want a time machine built into the next Mac Pro, or?
I do. That sounds awesome.
I am so glad Wilbur is not here. No offense, Wilbur.
I'm actually really happy that Wilbur's not here either because I don't have to take a shotgun to my head yet.
Like, honestly, we would have to cut like 3 times right now. I'm like, Wilbur, shut the fuck up.
Guys.
But yeah, moving on to the Google event. I forgot exactly all the stuff that.
Yeah, I really don't know about the Google
planned.
event.
But I know that there's supposed to be an update to the Nexus 7, like a 32 gigabyte model. I think
That's
somebody.
it?
I don't know if that's.
They say Apple makes like the worst upgrades, but you're throwing another 16 gigs in your Nexus 7.
The funny part is that it came out in June or July, and it's weird how like it feels like it's been out for a really long time, but it's only not even been 6 months yet.
I haven't yet to play for Nexus 7. Has anybody in here played with one?
I have not.
I have.
Is it pretty cool?
I mean, it's all right. It's good for Google, you know.
Yeah.
It's not better than the iPad, but
I mean, I imagine it as like a big Galaxy Nexus with just like a big ass screen on it.
yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I was playing with it in Best Buy, so
Oh, they have it in Best Buy?
yeah, the one by my house. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
they have that, and then like the iPad right next to it, so it's kind of weird.
But yeah, I think that they were saying that this is from I think PC Mag. There's also like a new Nexus phone coming out from, gosh, I don't remember.
The last time I heard something about a Nexus was it's either an LG or is it like
Yeah, that's
Yeah, the
it's
LG Nexus 4.
the Nexus whore?
Whatever happened to the what's it called, the Q or something?
Oh, that thing got canceled like 2 weeks after it was launched. It's like, oh, sorry, we screwed up. We're canceling this. Here's a gift card again. Here's a gift card, like to Google, like if you pre-ordered one. I was like, really?
So basically, nobody has a Nexus Q.
Like all the people that went to that stupid Google conference back in like June have one, but like
Yeah.
anybody else that like is like going out to Best Buy and like buying one of these, no, nobody has one.
I guarantee you, in like 5 years, you're gonna see those Qs up on eBay for like $1,000.
Yeah, they're really like, just rare Google item. It was canceled 2 weeks after. Damn it!
Only like 300 people got these that went to the event.
I really
want
don't
this-
know.
I
what
want
you
that
guys
Google
talking about.
Glass thing. That thing is sick. That Google Glass thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it actually works good. Like everybody says Apple Maps is bad, but as soon as you put that glasses on your face, you're gonna be running in the buildings.
Off subject, real quick. If I'm using the headset on my iPhone, why is the proximity sensor still on? That's really off subject, but you know,
I wish I knew the answer to that, but I have no idea.
like I'm covering it up and it's turning my screen on, but I have my headset on.
Maybe it's a bug.
That doesn't make sense.
Maybe it's a bug.
Well, I think I'm going to get the Galaxy S3 now.
Yay! Oh, the Galaxy Note 2. That thing is huge.
Oh yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the Nexus 10 is the bigger version of the Nexus 7, basically.
Yeah, and it's supposed to have like a higher resolution than an iPad. It's supposed to be like 300 pixels per inch.
Yeah.
Versus the iPad's 264 pixels per inch. Getting us right off the internet.
Hello, my name is Tim Cook. I'm now suing Samsung again for copying my screen.
I wish these people would just stop suing each other. I just like, it seems like every time somebody puts something out, they're like, no.
No, you didn't. Man, forget you.
Or just, ooh, I'm telling on you.
4.2 is about to come out.
It's like, would you guys just knock it off? Like,
And then Microsoft's over there in the corner with their Surface.
that's
Oh Oh my
funniest
God! Did
part
you see
about
the
all this.
Chris Perillo's video on it?
That was awesome.
And how he
Yeah.
was playing cut the rope and it was lagging like so badly that you couldn't even play.
Yeah, he's like yelling at. He's like, "Why won't you work?" Please.
Yeah, that is pretty sad.
It's just funny how like we're talking more about Apple and Google, which hasn't even had their event yet, and everybody's just like, the Microsoft who? Like what? They have a tablet now?
Like when I first heard the name Surface, I'm like, Microsoft has their own table now. That's awesome.
I don't really understand where they come up with these names from, but
You know, one thing I don't like is how you can get like to the what is it called, like the desktop of the Surface or whatever. I don't like that.
There's a desktop Surface. Oh boy,
Like you, like you can get to like the desktop where you can use Microsoft Office
Oh, the
and stuff.
desk. Yeah, I don't understand
Yeah,
that either. I mean, like, if you're gonna put some, if you want to
it's
promote your
supposed to be a
touch,
tablet.
if you want to promote your touch interface, why put the desktop on there? I mean, that's like stupid. That's like Apple taking iOS and throwing it on an iMac. I mean,
so next
the,
is 10.
the Microsoft Surface suck, dude. Like it's terrible.
I feel bad for Microsoft. Like they don't know what they're doing anymore.
let's
Alright,
take a
talk
moment
about-
of silence for the last great Microsoft product, Windows XP.
Wait, I still use Windows XP.
Good for you,
Good for you.
Mandel.
I'm glad for you. But yeah, the Nexus 10. Going back to the Google stuff.
Okay, back on track.
What do you guys think is gonna be priced at? Like same as the iPad, like $500?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
The
What
Nexus.
do you guys think that the Nexus 10 is gonna be priced
Oh.
at?
Yeah, probably around a iPad.
Yeah,
Right.
I kind of agree. Like, it depends on the like the thing that like Apple always does is like they offer a like a 4G version of a tablet, and they give some like if you wanted to think about like how many other features you can get from an iPad, like you can get 4G or 3G from Nexus 7. So it's for me to consider like you buying like spending the same amount of money, but just to get the Google version, like it has to have some of the same things like 4G. If not, I would still buy the iPad just because you have that option.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: does Google like because Android is so fragmented? Like, are they actually gonna have like good tablet apps that take advantage of that insane resolution? I
Probably
mean,
not.
Yeah,
you
nah.
like if you like look at some of like the older iPad apps, like before they're optimized for the Retina display, some of them still look pretty damn good on the Retina display. But once they get updated, they look amazing. I mean, that's the one thing like I'm kind of like not looking forward to with the iPad minis because the apps won't be as clear. But as far as I like read online, like I read it on CNET this morning that the display, even though it's a smaller display, the text looks really sharp, even though it's not a Retina display. So once I get mine, I'll probably make a video on it or something.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Cause I do want to see what that's like on the Mini.
Yeah.
The other rumor at the Google event is that if they do release a 32 gigabyte Nexus 7, it's gonna be $200, and then they're gonna drop the price of the 16 gigabyte down to $100.
Yeah.
If that is the case, if
Don't they have an 8 GB? Like to me, the 8 GB should start like I don't know. Let's make it like really like breakthrough. It start like $50. Okay, you can get 8 GB Nexus 7 for like $50. Okay, if you want more
Yeah.
space, you can go up to 100. Yeah, you know, if an 8 GB Nexus 7 came out for $50, you know, I would be on that.
I would get like 7 of them.
Yeah, because
I'd buy 20. It's like, why? I don't fucking know. I just want 20 of them.
YOLO.
But if it is $100 or cheaper, come this holiday season, do you think that people are going to be asking for Nexus 7s or iPad minis more?
well,
yeah, it's probably. Well, what?
you can go.
Well, I was about to say, it's probably like towards the little kids, like how they like, Mom, I want an iPad, and it was like, well, you're a little bit too young for a $500 device. I'll just get you this $100 Nexus. So that's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, what I kind of imagine is going to happen is like a lot of kids are going to put iPad mini on their Christmas list, and a lot of kids are gonna get them, and then the other group of kids, their parents are gonna be like, "Oh hell no, you're gonna get this Nexus 7," and they
In your
probably
face.
won't know the difference,
And they won't.
depending on how young they are.
Like the thing is like I think a lot of people want like the iPad and that whole like that type of
The
device
name.
just because it has the ecosystem and the apps behind it, and then when people go look, oh, like this friend of mine's got the game, I don't know, Contract Killer 2 on his iPad, and I go to my Google Play thing, type in that, and it's not there. You know, I could see a lot of little kids getting pissed off and throwing it back at them. You bought me this piece of shit for Christmas.
Like, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like their friends get the iPad Mini and then they get the Nexus 7. Like, oh, all right, it's cool. And as soon as the apps start rolling out, they're like, wait, I don't have any of that. Like, yeah, that's because you have a Nexus 7. What the fuck?
Your device costs only $100.
Get
Your
used
mom
to
doesn't
that.
love you.
You know, if it costs $100, you know what they're gonna say at the bottom of that? Battery's not included.
Like it runs up like double it fast.
Just like the time me and Jaelen were doing a live stream, and my friend Nick got a projector. Do you remember that? And it came on the bottom and said battery's not included.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
You were dying. I remember just seeing you just leave. Oh,
Wow.
my gosh.
You gotta learn.
I could
Well,
see the
sorry
could
to the
see-
Nexus 7 fans. You know.
Yeah, I could see the little Indian guy with Google go up on stage. Oh, battery's not included with this version. It's like, screw you, I'm going to the iPad. YOLO!
All right, getting back on topic. I guess the last thing is did we actually talk about the Nexus 4?
No, we kind of just like I went off of my Wilbur-sized rant on the Nexus on the Nexus 7.
But yeah, the Nexus 4. I have no idea what that's gonna entail.
What is a Nexus 4? What is Nexus period?
Something that Google makes apparently.
Who
It's
is
like
Google?
I can't help you on that
I use
question.
Bing.
You use what?
Bing. Yo.
Oh, that reminds me. This is kind of off topic, but speaking of that, the other day I was in the library and this girl was doing like math homework or something, and she asked for like some metric conversion. I was like, Google metric conversion, and then Google actually has one, and she Binged it and was like, I don't see it, and I was like, did you just use Bing?
She took the Bing and On challenge.
Did you? And you expected to find that? You gotta be kidding me. I'm not helping you anymore.
Oh.
Anyway, that was just I just Wilbured. I'm sorry. But the Nexus 4, I don't know how much we can possibly talk about it because I don't think any of us know what that entails.
Like I seen like pictures of it.
Let
I
me
mean,
Bing it. I'll get some information.
yeah, you do that.
You get on that.
Like the only thing, like the Nexus 4, like it sounds like they say Google doesn't copy Apple, but it's like iPhone 4, Nexus 4, Nexus S,
Yeah, I see what you. Yeah.
Galaxy. I mean, like, come on, man. I mean, like the Nexus 4 sounds like a Nexus of a 4-inch screen. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. But like to me, I saw like some leaked pictures of it online or some prototypes, and it looks exactly like the Galaxy Nexus. I mean, I don't understand why they would why Google pick LG in the first place, because
Exactly.
like LG doesn't have any like good phones. If you want to pick like a good manufacturer to make your next Nexus phone, make it be Samsung or somebody or HTC. But you know, LG is kind of like an up in the air right now. Even Asus, I would be happy if they did that, because Asus makes that pad phone, which you can stick your phone in this thing, it turns into a tablet. That thing looks downright sick. But I don't know, LG doesn't seem like the right person to go to make a
Like,
phone.
I can't remember the last time I heard like a new good phone from LG. I know they make washing machines. I don't really
TVs.
know,
They made my
and
TV.
TVs. But besides those two appliances, I don't really know much
Like,
about their phone game anymore.
like if they wanted to partner with LG, like bring back Google TV and don't screw it up. Like,
Yeah.
like
You know how what Google should do? They should partner up with Nokia.
no,
And
Microsoft did that.
oh,
Microsoft like owns like half of Nokia. I think like they own like half of it.
well,
And no
never
wonder
mind.
why they're not doing well. But yeah, if they
They should buy RIM.
What?
if Google and LG kind of like partnered up to make a TV, I think if they did it correctly, they could make a damn good TV.
Didn't they partner up with Sony?
Yeah, that failed miserably. That was a
Yeah.
fail. I was like, man, forget you. I'm going over
Like,
here.
whatever happened to that? Like, it was good for
I
like
mean-
2 months.
It was good for like 2 months, and then people started to realize you can't get like Hulu and all the other stuff. So they brought it back and they threw it in Google's face.
And get a
Yeah.
whole better TV and hooked up a computer to it.
Yeah, I mean, like my parents have a Sony internet TV that like can do like Hulu Plus and Netflix, and I think is like pretty cool. But I like it would be nice to see like an actual interface, something that you could like that resembled like something like you would see on an Android phone or your iPhone. But to me, like TVs have their own like operating system. Like I think that's what makes people buy less TVs is because they're so damn confusing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if Google could make the operating system and do it right this time, not like screw up what they did with the whatever it was called with Logitech or whatever they did with the set-top boxes. But if
The
they
what?
were, remember how like was it a couple years ago they made like the Google TVs and nobody
Oh, like the
bought
little
them.
box that you can get.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
My uncle has one of those. Okay, it's hooked up to a projector. So like he can I think he only uses it though for like Amazon Video or whatever. But
Yeah.
to me, if you wanted to do that, I would just get like one of those Roku or
Yeah, Roku.
something like that. Yeah, that does
Or
that.
Apple TV.
The Apple TV doesn't do Amazon, but if you wanted to use like Netflix or iTunes, you could do that.
Excuse me, sir. It has the Apple logo on it. I'm going to get it.
Yeah, man. Let's go and buy like 20 of them. YOLO.
Anyway,
So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We covered everything that we were supposed to talk about. Unless you guys have anything that you would
About
like to
iMac.
pitch in. About the what?
about the iMac.
Oh, about the iMac. I don't have anything to say about the iMac.
I mean, it looks pretty nice. Do you see how thin it is? It's pretty nice.
I did. I'm gonna be really interested to see what Wilbur has to say once he gets on. Probably at
Hi
like
guys, my name is Will. Here's what I gotta say.
$20
really-
says
it's
he's
really
gonna get
thin.
on. He's gonna get on at 12 p.m. Pacific time and be like, "Oh, I forgot that I'm not in the same time zone." Wilbur, go to sleep.
Guys, the Nexus 4 is gonna be a really good phone. Google
It's
TV is gonna be. Yeah,
It's running Windows Mobile 8.
I bought a Surface the other day. It's working really good. My name is Wilbur. I approve this message.
And on that note, I think that's gonna do it. If you guys wanna plug yourself, no homo, go
What?
ahead. I'll take that as a no, but I will plug myself.
Twitter.com/theproductive1. Subscribe to me on YouTube. GG Nori.
Alright.
I forget you.
I guess I'll plug myself. I'm Apple Gamer 24/7. My website is cassidemedia.com. My YouTube channel is Apple Gamer 24/7. So is
Add
my
me on
Twitter.
MySpace.
And add me on MySpace. Who the hell uses that anymore besides Wilbur? And for all those wondering, my name is Wilbur. My username is 24/7tech. Please subscribe to me right now.
He's gonna listen to this and he's so mad.
And go to my website, theproductive1.hostY.com. I use a free domain, so yeah.
You can find me, your boy,
Jaelen
on,
Olo.
Jaelen Nolo. You can find me at Twitter. I do use that. That's Twitter.com// K just spins. All this stuff, by the way, all the stuff that we've mentioned will be in the description. And then my YouTube is Magic. The French My YouTube is Magic Hut Spin Bee. Are you playing the trumpet? Okay, so yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for listening. You can catch us. You can catch us next week, and yeah, that's gonna do it. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.